And we are underway from Ford Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hill on first down. Ezekiel Ansah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. From the end zone, Hill flush under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
Here's the first carry for Dwayne Washington. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. It's Hill. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it. Because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, A lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they can open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On first down, Stafford here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Screenplay, Johnson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes this a 9-point game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Back to throw. Hill. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, it's Hill. And he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. All
right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Hill on third and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down.
Hey, tag 50 left.
Play action. Stafford buying time to his left. And that's complete. It's Allington. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Teo in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. On second down, here's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Stafford on first down. This is Riddick on the screen. Finding room to the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Theo Riddick, 34 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. Prater for the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. To throw is Hill, being chased out left. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Dancing to his left, and he's going to let it go deep. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And that's complete. It's Allington. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Hill flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Hill. And he's going to let it go deep. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Stafford now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Set. 180.
A final shot before the break. Stafford. And it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Third and long. It's Hill. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here